Never mind, got it. I can block from here. Don't let questions people ask trigger you, and don't assume they are excusing your mother's behavior. When a mass shooter kills multiple people, don't we look at their childhood? Aren't we curious about what created a monster? How is me asking about your mom's childhood any different? First of all, asking a question out of curiosity with no regard for how somebody who has survived abuse and trauma will feel about that is disrespectful and irresponsible. In the comments section, I'm going to link my response to the original question, which was really constructive and designed to teach this person and other people out there that it's simply not appropriate to ask somebody, well, what was your mother's childhood like? Because at the end of the day, she could have chosen to do better. She gave me a trauma hood and I chose to do better. I'm no different from her, other than my choices. As far as mass shooters go, if I had my way, we would never know the names of mass shooters or serial killers for that matter. Because one of the things that drives them is the knowledge that their name is going to go down in history. They're going to be infamous, and their victims are the ones who get forgotten. The only names and lives I want to know about are the people who were hurt. Knowing what happened to somebody's childhood isn't helpful in these situations. It gives us understanding, but until we can come together as a society and have better systems in place to intervene when we know that children are being abused, and better systems in place to identify that abuse, and better training on how to speak to children to be able to figure out what's going on at home, until we're able to do that, knowing the history of what makes a mass shooter or a serial killer isn't relevant. In my mind, it isn't relevant. Now, in terms of profiling and catching a serial killer, yes, it's relevant. But that's not something that the public at large needs just because they're curious. Let's normalize being curious about the people that were hurt, period. How about that? About the victims and the survivors.